take a look at this pile of used soft plastics. These are the baits I've actually been fishing with. Hello, I'm Angra Waki, a fishing enthusiast living in the United States. Today, we are taking a look at my go-to soft plastics. After a fishing trip, what do we do with the baits we used? I just toss them into a used box. I keep them for filming later. And somehow, it turned into this. In this video, I'll pick up a few from this pile that I'd still recommend in 2026. Okay, where should I start? Alright, this is yamatanuki. This is the 3.5-inch size. Pretty chunky body, right? I think this might be one of the biggest hits from Gary Yamamoto in the last few years. To be fair, a lot of recent Yamamoto baits feel like they are just following trends. I kind of miss that old Gary Yamamoto personality. But this bait is different. This was originally developed by Gary International in Japan, became a big hit there, and then came to the United States. That's probably why Yamatanuki still feels very Gary to me, and that's why I like this. I mainly fish this on a weightless Texas rig or a regular Texas rig. The body is very chunky though, so hookup ratio can be a bit tricky. If we rig this with a rear hook set as recommended by the original creator, Mr. Kawabe of Gary International, it definitely helps. I still need to experiment with this bait more in 2026 because this just catch fish. Next up, okay. This is spatula from Issei. At first glance, this bait looks like a pretty standard straight worm, but then you notice the tail. That wide, paddle-like tail is what makes this worm unique. This one is the 5-inch model. I mostly fish it on a Neko rig. The smaller sizes are great for no-shinker and split-shot rig. I think a light Texas rig can be a killer during the high season. Issei is a super popular brand in Japan, especially among bank bass anglers. In the United States, bass fishing usually means fishing from a boat. But in Japan, bank fishing is much more common. That's probably why so many slow and finesse techniques come from Japan. And yeah, a lot of them are probably too slow for boat anglers, right? Anyway, Issei, some online shops carry their baits now, and I really hope more of their lures become available globally in the future. What's next? Okay. This is grass minnow from Ecogear. In Japan, this is a true classic, a classic of classics. This bait was developed for saltwater fishing, sea bass, rockfish, flatfish. Before this lure came out, saltwater lure fishing in Japan was mostly about hard lures. Then in the 1990s, Ecogear released the grass minnow. And honestly, it was shocking to me. Why? Because it was a game changer. I think it's fair to say this lure helped shape the entire history of soft plastic fishing in Japanese saltwater. Over the past year, this channel has been focusing more on bass fishing. But this year, I'm thinking about doing a bit more saltwater again, using bass fishing techniques to catch saltwater fish. This lure is JDM, but if any overseas sellers are watching this video, you should really consider carrying it. It's a masterpiece. And by the way, yes, this catches largemouth bass just fine. For the last one, this is something that works for both saltwater and bass. The first bait in this video was from Gary Yamamoto, but honestly, I always end up here in the end. Keitech. This one is the Easy Shiner. And this one here is the Swing Impact Fat. This was originally white, but after sitting in this box for a while, the color kind of transferred and turned into something crazy. Honestly though, this color looks super cool. You know how it is. When I just want to check if there are fish around, I end up throwing Keitech. When I go fishing with my kids, Keitech is always the first bait I give them. The Swing Impact series works with pretty much any rig. And if I'm retrieving, I usually go with the Easy Shiner. I think it's safe to say almost everyone has used one of these at least once. Everyone owns Keitech, right? The 3-inch and 3.5-inch Easy Shiner are absolutely killer in saltwater too, on a jig head or even a Texas rig. They are already long sellers, but I can easily see these baits staying relevant for another 10, maybe 20 years. And yeah, you will probably see them pop up in a few more videos this year as well. So yeah, these are some of the soft plastics I've been fishing for years. None of them are new, none of them are perfect. They just kept showing up in my box. If you have a bait like that one you always end up tying on, I would love to hear about it in the comments. Thank you for watching! If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up! Please share this channel with your fishing pals. Make sure to subscribe for more fishing content. See you in the next video. Bye bye.